Hello and welcome to or back to my channel. My name is Gabrielle. Say welcome to the blueberry pouch bag tutorial. This is what it will look like when it's done. The strap you can make as long as you want, and you have the little blueberry leaves on the top, and then of course the blueberry pouch bag itself. I think it's actually adorable and I was really excited to make this video for you guys. First I wanted to show you that this is how it opens up. And so you'll still have some strap here. When it's open, this is very similar to my peach bag tutorial, but this one, instead of having like a leaf or whatever, it looks more like a blueberry when it just has like the blueberry leaves scrunched up. And yeah, so let's get into the tutorial. For this tutorial, you're going to need two types of fluffy blue yarn. First, you're going to need a really thick Bernat blanket light blue yarn and a smaller, thinner dark blue yarn, and I'll put up pictures of the labels of both of the yarns that I use for this tutorial. And then for the hooks, you're going to need a 15.75mm hook for the really thick blanket yarn. And then for the smaller blue, you're just going to need a 10mm hook. And then of course the other staples is a yarn needle, some sort of stitch marker. I'm using a really big, just safety pin thing because the yarn is so thick. And then lastly, some scissors. Okay, so the first step for this tutorial is going to be making a magic ring or just a magic circle. So how I like to do this is the same way that I make a slip knot, but then I don't pull it closed. So I wrap it around my fingers and make a cross, and then above the cross I insert my hook and then I grab the second one. So I go underneath this first strand and I grab the second one. It's harder with the thick yarn. And I just pull it through, but I don't pull it closed. Then you just kind of have to pinch all the strings together. And then whatever the tail one is, grab the other strand that's actually attached to the yarn ball. And then chain one to secure everything and decrease your blood pressure. So now you can let go and you have your little magic ring. If that was really advanced for you, feel free to watch some YouTube videos about how to do a magic ring, or you can simply chain 4 and make a slip stitch into the first chain, which won't close the same way as this one will, but it will allow you to make the bag. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make 8 half double crochets into this loop, into the circle. So we yarn over, and I'm going to be making these really a lot looser than I would normally so that we don't have have our circle be curling up on us. We want the bottom of the bag to be relatively flat. So just kind of loosely yarn over and insert your hook into this circle. Just right in the circle. Then yarn over again and pull it through. Again, nice and loose, everything should be loose. Then yarn over and pull the hook through all 3 loops like so. And that was your first half double crochet. So do this 8 more times and it will get pretty cramped up in here, and then we're going to pull this to close the circle. So again, yarn over, really loose, go into the circle, yarn over again and come back out, nice and loose. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And I'll meet you guys back when you have 8 half double crochets. We have to close our circle. So find where your tail is, and hopefully it's still visible. And you're just gonna pull it closed. And this can be a little bit tricky with fluffy yarn. So you don't want it to rip, which would be really annoying, and it happens a lot. So if it does, just restart and it's okay. But I like to just kind of like not pull just at one spot, but kind of put my hands on the strand at multiple spots so the tension isn't too much. And I can still see through it, so I'm going to keep pulling. And here we are. Okay, so as you can see, I literally just snapped it, and that's not what we want, so we're gonna start over. So I find if you pull closer to the entrance, so instead of over here, but a lot closer down here to the entrance and kind of keep the entrance kind of taut, it closes the circle up a lot nicer and you won't have ripping like last time. So we're going to count backwards 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So into this 8th one, so we're trying to find our last V that we have, which is 2 strands. We're going to put 2 half double crochets, nice and loose like last time. We're going to repeat this pattern of putting 2 half double crochets into each stitch all the way around, or until you have 16 total stitches. After this round, we'll start using our stitch marker so we don't get lost. That was 2. Now into the next one, we're putting another 2. So here's my 16th half double crochet, and now I'm going to pull this up so that we can see if it's nice and flat, kind of stretch it out, loosen it up, and it should lay relatively flat on your table. If not, feel free to try and go back and make these stitches looser. The only problem is this is the bottom of your blueberry bag, and if it's not sitting flat, it could look a little bit funny. So just make sure that your stitches are nice and loose. And if you're happy with it, let's move forward. So we're going to go to our last stitch that we have here, our last V, and insert our stitch marker so we don't lose count. And now let's begin with the next row. For the next row, the pattern is going to be putting 1 half double crochet and into the next stitch, and then the next one, 2 half double crochets, so an increase. So 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets. And that could be also the same thing as 1 half double crochet, 1 increase, 1 half double crochet, 1 increase. So yeah, let's begin. Remember, loose stitches, or use a bigger hook if you're still struggling. So in the first stitch, just 1 half double crochet, like so. Then in the next stitch, 2 half double crochets. And then the next stitch, just 1 half double crochet, nice and loose. The next one, 2 half double crochets. The next one, 1 half double crochet. The next one, 2 half double crochets. So I just keep my finger in the hole, and then I go back into that same one where my finger is for the increase stitch. Continue this pattern all the way around, and I'll meet you when you're at the beginning. Okay, so this is how big I like the bottom of my bag to be. If you want yours to be bigger, feel free to add more and more increase rows until it's the size that you would like. For example, the next one would be 2 half double crochets and then an increase, 2 half double crochets and then an increase. And then the row after that would be 3 half double crochets and then an increase. So each time you just add another half double crochet before the increase for the pattern around. And then when you are at the size that you like, we're just going to start making a bunch of rows that are no increases at all. So just half double crochets, 1 in each stitch, until the height of our bag kind of makes a circle when we close it. So I will show you the first row, and then I'll come back and tell you how many rows that I did, but you are free to do as many as you believe would look good for you. So for the next stitch, just 1 half double crochet. So then in the next stitch, 1 half double crochet, Then the next stitch, another half double crochet. And really this is just all you're going to be doing for the next few rows, and I'll come back in the next clip with how many rows this will be necessary for. Hey guys, just checking in. I wanted to remind you that if you guys want some more crochet tutorial videos, to like and subscribe this channel. It gives me a lot of encouragement to keep posting more videos, and it supports my life. Okay, so here is my bag so far, and I think that this is a fine height for my blueberry bag, but in order to close it and to make it look more like a blueberry, we're going to add the dark blue to the top of it. So we're going to add, and I'm not sure yet what stitch or how many rows, but we're going to add blue around the top, and then when we cinch the bag closed, it'll look like the little blueberry leaves. So I'm just going to make a row or two of blue on the top with the thinner yarn, and then I'll weave in the blue as the strap throughout the top to cinch it closed. So just make sure that your bag is the height that you like it, minus like a row. So if it was like a row taller, that would be perfect. And for me, that was 4 rows of no increases, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So to finish off with the blue, the last stitch of our 4th row, we're just going to make a single crochet and then a slip stitch. So make a nice loose single crochet and then a slip stitch with the blue. And I've already changed colors to my dark blue because I made a mistake and tied them together. But what you can do is you can chain 1 and fasten off, and then you can reattach with your dark blue yarn anywhere in any stitch and chain 1, and this is what you have. So if you have your big fat blue yarn here, just do what I just did, pull this up, put your scissors right in this loop and cut it and pull it out and tighten this whole thing down. Then you can go over here to any stitch, just make a slip knot here, attach your dark blue yarn like this, maybe tighten that a little bit on your hook, then chain 1. Alright, so now for these final rows here, what we're going to do is we're going to use our smaller hook, so our 10mm hook, and we're going to make a row of half double crochets with our smaller yarn. 1 half double crochet into each stitch, and make sure that they're just nice and loose. So continue doing this until you get to the first dark blue stitch that you have, and I'll meet you guys back. So here I am, and I've just finished the last half double crochet. As you can see, the next stitch right here is with blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this last stitch with my stitch marker that we just made, and then I'm going to do 1 more row just like this. So 1 half double crochet into each dark blue stitch that we have made. So continue doing this all the way around, and I'll meet you guys back. Okay, so as you can see, I have put a half double crochet into the last stitch with the stitch marker, and as I was playing around with how this was looking, I thought that I would add 1 more row. So just do that 1 more time, and then I will meet you guys back for the finish. Okay, so for the last 2 stitches, so here I am, here's the last stitch, here's the second to last stitch, we're going to make our stitches shorter. So instead of doing a half double crochet, we're just going to do a single crochet. So just insert your hook without yarning over first, and then yarn over and pull through. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and go through both of those loops. Then for the final stitch, we're just going to do a slip stitch. So just insert your hook, no yarning over. Then when you yarn over and pull through, don't yarn over again, just pull through the last loop. Now to secure this, let's chain 1, pull it up, and finally cut it. Pull this tight without snapping it. So I'm going to take the small 10mm hook again. I'm going to make a slip knot. And then I'm just going to begin making a chain. So just simply chaining, and I'll come back and let you know how many chains that I made. Okay, so here's how long my chain is. It has 45 chains in total. Remember to chain an extra one, pull it up, and cut off some extra. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull it up and through, hold the second to last chain, and pull up. So you're going to weave in your chain over, under, over, under, over, under in the middle row of the dark blue. So go under and over each stitch until both ends meet each other. Okay, so once you have everything woven in all the way around and you meet your other side, what I'm doing is I'm just tying a knot at the end of my chains. Just like a normal knot. Feel free to connect these any way that you like. This is the best way that I have found. I just add a bunch of knots. And then what I do is I weave in my ends. So the best way to do this is make one end go this way and one end go this way. Okay, now one of the things that I like to do is make sure that that part is just kind of hidden in my bag. So wherever that knot is, I put that, make sure that that part is woven in. Hi. Hi. And as soon as you get that pretty much that part woven in, and go the other direction. So the other thing is we need to finish weaving in the ends that are on the inside. So I just like to kind of weave these down through it and go through the stitches on the inside and pull it nice and through. And then cut off the excess. Thank you all for watching my blueberry pouch bag tutorial. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the tutorial, any suggestions you have for improvement, what else you'd like to see. Please let me know what you guys are putting inside of your blueberry pouches, because I really need some ideas for what I could practically use this for. Although I do think that you don't really need practical reasons for cute crochet items to have in your house. Anyway, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and please like and subscribe if you guys want some more tutorials.